What's up guys, TC here and welcome back to Starbound Tips, and today I've got a super simple tip on how to spawn in giant enemies. So some of you guys might remember back before Starbound 1.0 came out, there were kind of little mini bosses on the planets, and they were typically just the regular monsters, but they were scaled up. And so I've actually figured out a really simple command that you can pretty much append to any monster in the game to make them larger. So all you have to do, as you'll see right here, I'm going to spawn in a very, very large adult poptop, but at the end of it, all it is you have to adjust is the scale, and I have 3 in this one, but 1 would be the regular number, so if we spawn this guy in, he is gigantic. As you can see, this is absolutely terrifying. And the great part is that these guys are actually catchable, so we're going to kill him. He's very weak right now, but we're going to catch him real quick. There we go. So now we have a ginormous pet poptop here. Let's pop him straight up. There he is. So this is a freaking huge poptop, and this will work with just about any. This will work with any monster, I think, except for bosses. So some of their examples here. Here's one of my custom monsters, a larger one, or the larger variants of what I have. So as you can see, these guys here are the mini boss scale, or the size of the mini bosses. Here's another one. I think you guys might remember. This is my favorite one so far. This like frost owl, and yeah, so he's much larger in this version. And yeah, so it's super simple, and I'm going to put it in the comment section below. You guys can check it out. But all you have to do is it's this little part right here, adult poptop 1, and then like the little brackets or whatever, and scale, and then you can set it to whatever you want. So we can actually make these things ginormous if we wanted to. Let's try this. This is going to be huge. There he is, the mother of all poptops. But yeah, so it's super fun. Now you can put in a. You can put 0, but they become invisible. And interestingly enough, if you put a negative number, something really funny happens. You get an upside down monster. So I thought you could make them smaller, but you can't. You can only make them larger. But the next thing I wanted to talk about with you guys is I wanted to kind of run by an idea. So off my custom creations video, I've been doing a lot of like custom monsters, and something I kind of wanted to explore into was something like a Starbound Pokedex. And essentially, I would go through in a couple episodes a week, 2, maybe 3, and I would have one episode devoted to one custom monster. And these custom monsters would be much more in-depth than the ones you would see in the custom creations episodes. These are going to have perfect scaled health, damage, armor. They're going to have multiple special attacks, variable sizes, speed, all that stuff. And the idea was just to make, kind of like a custom, star decks for Starbound. And I thought it'd be a fun new series. And because there's so much you can do, I could make these custom created monsters with different body parts, different colors, different attacks, different mobility and health, and I would kind of balance them. And hopefully we could eventually, if I balance them correctly, I could eventually, we could use them in the battle arena that Firespark81 and I have. But you guys let me know. The idea would just be like, it would be kind of like custom creations, but it would be focused around one monster per episode, and they'd be much more in depth on that one monster. Still the same length, probably 2 to 3 minutes. But instead of like 3 monsters with very low detail, this would be one monster with very, very specified stats and all that stuff. So anyways, you guys let me know, and that's going to wrap up today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please rate, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later.